So I took a week off of coffee.
Yeah.
And there was
Try it out.
zero advantage.
Okay, the guy took 1 week off coffee after being addicted to it for years. And then he tells me there is no benefit. Hello guys! Welcome to my German misogyny channel. No, just kidding. No misogyny is being spread on this channel. So anyway, we're gonna be reacting. Let me adjust the face cam. Okay. We're gonna be reacting to Andrew Tate on coffee, which is a topic that I found very interesting. Because I have been quitting coffee for 40 days and now I'm back to drinking coffee. Still a bit too much, but not as much as before. So let's just watch his opinion on coffee.
I haven't been awake without caffeine. Caffeine is a miracle drug. I drink endless coffee, and of course the Matrix will come along and say too much coffee is bad for you, too much meat's bad for you. They say anything to make you weak.
The Matrix will say too much meat is bad for you. Yeah, like I'm vegetarian, but I eat meat too, like just other kinds of meat, you know? Okay.
Stupid. People don't understand that coffee changed the world. Before coffee and caffeine, we were living our lives in rhythm with the sun. We got up when the sun came up, we went down when the sun. With the Industrial Revolution and caffeine, the introduction of caffeine, we now had night shifts. Think about this. If a job introduces a coffee break, if a company says, stop working and drink this coffee, that's because the coffee you have is worth the time they let you not work, because you make up for it plus some. That's how powerful it is. And what's actually interesting about me is when I think back, my entire reality
is not totally wrong.
I haven't been awake without caffeine in years.
Yeah.
I drink coffee every
That's me since I'm like 10 years old. You know, my first coffee I had it when I was like 2.
So I thought about this and I thought maybe life's better without caffeine. So I took a week off of coffee.
Yeah.
And there was
Try it out.
zero advantage. I didn't sleep any better.
I
felt pissed off. I didn't feel like I could focus as well.
Okay, the guy took 1 week off coffee after being addicted to it for years. And then he tells me there is no benefit. Yeah, of course, the first week sucks. It's obvious. On my 40 days without coffee, the first week sucked too. You need to do it for an extended period of time until eventually your tolerance resets and you feel just like when you were addicted to coffee. This is the problem with coffee addiction. When let's say you're used to drinking 2 coffees a day. So then once you've had your 2 coffees, you feel just normal. You don't feel any better. And when you come off caffeine totally, you'll feel just like when you drank 2 coffees a day.
Well, I was more tired, but I couldn't sleep any better. It was weird. I was just like, this isn't me. Now, obviously, I'm still a hyper-competitive individual. I still went to the gym. I still did my work. I'm still the top G. But I didn't feel as good.
No benefits.
There was no benefits.
Yeah.
So after a week, I had a cup of coffee, and it was like, the miracle is back.
No shit, that's how addictions work.
It's fantastic. There's nothing bad about caffeine. I have 10 to 15 coffees a day every single day.
10 to 15. Okay. I don't think he's serious about this, but okay, I know he obviously he drinks a lot of coffee. That's what he's trying to say. If he actually drank 15 coffees a day, I think he would have constant diarrhea and it wouldn't be very fun. So yeah, I don't think he actually drinks 15 coffee a day, but I get it. The message is drink a lot of coffee, it's good for you. I have to disagree. Occasional coffee can just give you the boost that you need, but if you're addicted, there is really no point, because then drinking coffee really just is equivalent to not drinking it when you're not addicted.
And I will do to the day I die. Coffee is not a vice. I want the caffeine. Smoking's not a vice. I want the nicotine. These are drugs that I believe are genuinely good for me. I stick to the base. I have 10 to 15 coffees every day. That's what I have every day. It's the same number. When I stopped drinking it, I felt the difference. So I know that it's...
No shit! When you stopped drinking it, you felt the difference. That is how it works. The same with nicotine. No shit! You use it once, you like the effect, and so that's why you start to be addicted, and when you come off it you're like, oh, I feel worse. No shit! That's how addictions work.
Yeah. It does something. I quit. It was only 2 weeks ago I did this 1 week no coffee thing. It was garbage.
I did 40 days,
I
okay?
did it because I thought, you see these idiots online.
You got to reset your tolerance.
Don't drink coffee, read books. I knew they're full of shit because none of them have anything. They're all brokies. Yeah. And if I were to ever meet any of these people in person, these self-help gurus, I could grab them by their necks and I could wring them to death. I know that they're not men, right? I could destroy all of them. So I'm not interested in really talking to any of them, but I thought about the coffee thing, and I thought, well, my entire reality is caffeinated. Let me try life without it. And it was terrible.
Yeah.
Coffee is a gift from God. Caffeine is beautiful, as is nicotine. Ingest as much as possible. And for any doctor who says that it's unhealthy, meet me in the cage and we'll talk about health. Because if I can still beat the shit out of you, then I don't want to hear your opinions on health.
Okay, that's a valid argument. I wouldn't apply it to this situation, but basically this whole thing of like, don't give me health advice if you look unhealthy yourself, that's valid, right? So that's like the example of the fat doctor, that the mainstream health advice is shit, and because it's kind of like propagated by unhealthy people themselves. It's kind of like the advice you've probably heard, like fat is bad for you, saturated fats are bad for you, salt is bad for you. That's scientifically proven to be wrong, but still there are, like, the government literally, that's what we're being told. And so yeah, I agree with the argument of don't give me health advice if you're not as healthy and successful and strong as me. That's kind of like a valid argument, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think I'll do just fine against any doctor who said coffee's a bad idea.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so as usual, Andrew Tate taking like a basic thing and sprinkling like a lot of bullshit inside it. Yeah, not all of the stuff that he says is wrong. I mostly agree with like the general ideas of what he's saying, but then he just comes up with this absurd shit like drinking 15 coffees a day is good for you. Yeah, man, you can't really trust anyone on the internet these days, especially not Andrew Tate. But yeah, you can, I guess, take advice from him. Also, no, I don't think that drinking no coffee at all is the best thing that you can do. Like, consume it in moderation, make sure you don't build up too much tolerance, or else when you don't drink it, you're gonna feel down and you probably don't want it.